Well, so we'll have to bring you more news. And moving on, 2 of 3 legal hurdles the Electoral Commission must scale in order to carry out its planned registration of voters will be settled by the Supreme Court. Right now we do know that the justices will decide whether the registration slated for June 30 should come off and whether the existing voter's ID and birth certificate could be used as proof of identification at the time of registration. A Deputy Attorney General, Godfred Yeboah-Dame, in his closing arguments to the court, described the current electoral roll as bloated. The court also on Wednesday dismissed a request by 4 think tanks asking to join the case to provide information relevant to the determination of the matter. Court correspondent Joseph Akablay has more.
But look, the laws have spoken, and we can't quarrel with that. We just have to live with it. But I hope that the decisions they arrive at eventually would be the decision that everybody can live with in this country. Otherwise, I'm just disappointed. I think my colleagues here equally disappointed. This was an introduction to how cases are determined in court. I was quite awed. I mean, at some point I was laughing all through.
The think tanks Imani Africa, Conservative Policy Research Center, Institute for Liberty and Policy Innovation, and the Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability had asked to be allowed to join the 2 cases. The NDC and private citizen Mark Tichibanson are asking the Apex Court to stop the AC from compiling the register or allow the use of voters' ID and birth certificates as proof of identification. Lawyer for the think tanks, Joe Debra, said they could assist the court with relevant information to help it resolve the matter. He was, however, stopped in his tracks by members of the panel who questioned whether they are indeed coming as friends of the court to assist it or as friends of a certain party in the case. Chief Justice Kwesi Yeboah asked the lawyer whether he had read the 2 cases pending at the Apex Court. He responded that he had not read it but had only seen some affidavits. The Chief Justice asked how he could then conclude he can add something new to the court if he had not read the writs. Another member of the panel of justices, Paul Bafo-Boni, said the court was well aware of what the CSOs had been up to and is quite aware of their position on the matter. He said the processes filed shows they are not coming in to assist the court with any new information useful to concluding the matter, but rather coming to support a side. He remarked, quote, "You are not neutral," end quote, adding that they would have better served their interest if they had joined the party in the case they were actually supporting. Mr. Debra responded that they are asking to join as citizens who will be affected by the court's decision. Deputy AG Godfred Dame and the EC's lawyer opposed the application, urging the court to dismiss it. The NDC's legal team opted to only say it had nothing useful to add, while Mr. Tichibanson's lawyer took the same view. The court dismissed the application, holding that it was without legal basis. Franklin Kujo of Imani expressed surprise at the court's decision.
Look, the laws have spoken, and we can't quarrel with that. We just have to live with it. But I hope that the decisions they arrive at eventually would be the decision that everybody can live with in this country. Otherwise, I'm just disappointed. I think my colleagues here are equally disappointed. This was an introduction to how cases are determined in court. I was quite awed. I mean, at some point I was laughing all through. But I guess lawyers know their trade, and the judges also know their trade. So yes, we can't fault them. They did what they had to do. But I think that to suggest that the amicus was not neutral was a bit far-fetched.
He says this will not stop the group from going ahead with its activism.
Well, the suggestion that we should have joined a case is well taken. But the point also is that what does that mean for an amicus? You know, I mean, in other jurisdictions, people file amicus cases anyway, and they take positions. We do have an interest in the matter. I mean, I suspect that is why we actually decided to file the brief. So to suggest that the brief was not neutral, I don't understand the language. I think they probably didn't even read anything, but anyway, they made their decisions and we can live with that.
Is this the end of the road for you in terms of your activism related to this particular issue?
Well, this is a country of law and order. I would think that the courts have decided what they have to decide. It doesn't stop us from activism. We'll keep on speaking about the matters because we think that these are critical matters of public policy. I think the courts have benefited soundly from sound public policy, but they chose differently. And so, well, here we are.
Once the court delivers its judgment on Thursday, the only pending case against the EC will be the one filed by a Shaman MP and a Snogbe, which is due at the High Court on Monday, June 29.